our Heavenly Father, the presence of Elohim, the presence of Tamara. Let us pray. Oh, Tamara, Aiba winging and away. The one who made the heavens and the earth, the one who gave breath to man. I call you once again to look upon your children with love, to look upon your children with your mercy. Let your word keep on resonating among the children of men in this age and in this time. Lord, we pray for all of us of freedom all over the world. All those that are fighting one way or the other for their freedom in different nations of the earth, different tribes, different tongues, different people. And most importantly, most especially, we pray for Biafrans worldwide that are putting their hope in the restoration of motherland Biafra. For we know that without Biafra we are nothing. For without Biafra we are not better than those that are dead already. In fact, without Biafra, those that are dead already are better than the living. For the people of Biafra are today shadow of themselves. We are alive but not living. We are breathing but not living. We are rich yet we are poor. Because among those that are rich we have no voice. We occupy political offices, but we remain nothing. The more popular we are, the more vulnerable we are. Elohim will call upon you this day, because we know that only you and you alone can be our Savior and our God. For you have led us thus far. We hope on you to lead us much more. Elohim, our trust is in you alone and in no other. We bow to no other. We bow to you alone, the God that made the heavens and the earth, the almighty creator of all things. Unto you, O Lord, we commit the land of Biafra. For the land of Biafra is yours. The land of Biafra is your property, is your heritage upon this earth. And because you have called us to restore the land of Biafra back to its original place, that the children of Africa may rejoice, and that the whole world may have hope in God, that the world may believe, that the world may know that indeed there is still God in this world. Because men all over the world have lost hope in God. Men have put their trust in their weapons, they have put their trust in their brains, they have put their trust in machines. And in this time and in this age where men have decided to worship machines instead of to worship the God that made them, the children of Biafra have put our trust in you, O Lord. Our trust is not in any machine. Our trust is not in any weapons. Our trust is not in the wisdom of man, for the wisdom of man have failed us. The wisdom of man have failed us again and again and again. So our trust is in the wisdom of Aiba. Our trust is in you, O Lord. And you alone we trust, and you alone we hope, and you alone we cry to. For the workers of iniquity can only try, but they will never succeed. They can try to report all our accounts on Facebook and on all social media platforms, but our message will keep on moving. They can never stop our message. They can do all they can to report all our accounts 1,000,000 times. Even when we open accounts 1,000,000 times, they report it 1,000,000 times. And they will follow it up. They can arrest everybody, anybody that they can. They can kill everybody that they get the power to. But they can never stop this message. They can never stop the ideology. For this ideology is born of your spirit. And whatsoever is born of God overcomes the world. That is what your word says. And this is the victory that overcomes the world. Even our faith. For our faith is in you, O Lord. Thank you, Abba Father. Thank you, O Elohim, for answering our prayers this morning. You see more power. First and foremost, I want to apologize to Biafrans. For it seems these days that I do not come online. I do not come on air often. There are lots of work that needs to be done on the ground. And sometimes when we are engaged in some of these duties, we may not be able to always be on air. Because sometimes some very important activities needs our physical presence. So you have to pardon us for not being on air for a while. Having said that, once again, my name is Mazi Tami Remy, and I am your host for Radio Biafra, Voice of the Coast. Tami Remy is from Udoni Town, Sagama LG, Bayelsa State, Biafra land. And today, we are going to be dismantling the evil forces of the zoo. We are going to be destroying and middle belt and all of that. Some of these people are blind. It's a pity that some pastors will not reveal to you the dangers that are around you until they swallow you. It's a pity some pastors wouldn't do that. But I thank God these days that many pastors are rising and some of them are beginning to talk. And even if your pastor refuses to tell you, the news is everywhere, you are supposed to know. It is not a hidden thing that Taliban has already taken over Afghanistan. Of course, we all know that the Taliban have a primary ideology for terrorism. takeover of Taliban, or the takeover of Afghanistan by Taliban, seem to have strengthened the terrorist organizations in the or the takeover of Afghanistan by Taliban seem to have strengthened the terrorist organizations in the
keep quiet. Our land, they keep quiet. Allah mind you, kill and weapon. Keep it quiet, Papa. Create Allah, Masakala weapon. Keep it quiet, Papa. Full of me husband, for the power woman. Keep it white and then white. Ipob, white and then slow. Yezokuba wala solo is pure. Okusa maybe la solo ukeluku. Them can't they kill us because we are agitating for our freedom. Them just they kill us because we are agitating for our freedom. Ipob, United States is over. It's over. Omochiko Kikadama, United States is over. Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, United States is over. It's over. Our leader, I must follow you to the end. A good leader say with you the example. Can you shoot for our life? It's over. First in a raping now we went. It's over. It's over. Either Biafra or less this life is over. That's what we say. Either freedom or less this life is over. It's over. Land of the rising sun. Rise up against our enemies. Oluwa Bomboy, Babado, we have been here too much. Ancient of the ancient, Elohim, we have been here too much. Because if you see that blood with that clip for our land, it's irritated in my heart. Baba got to see that children, God with that kilo. No, they happy for the cheat. British government, you, when they see, when they keep quiet. American government, you, when they see, when they keep quiet. United Nations, no,
giving the terrorists the power to be president of a country, no matter how diverse that country might want to be. Definitely terrorist policies will come in. So Buhari came to soften the grounds, to weaken the zoo from within, destroy the zoo army so that the terrorists can attack. While they destroy the zoo army in the north, they push the zoo army to the south to destroy the will of the people and the resistance of the people in the south. Very simple strategy. So once there is any resistance, they send army. Any resistance, they send army. And open the back gates for the north to be weak, so that
Allah, Masakala weapon. Keep it quiet, Papa. Full of me husband, for the power woman. Keep it quiet, Papa. Janja with the convict to Rajawafa. Keep it quiet, Papa. Oh, yeah, Maru, Jejikuna. That's what we say. Ipob, we are the freedom. freedom fighters. We are the freedom fighters. Ipob, white and white.
Land will be drowned in our land, that they are not going to return. That all those sent to our land will be drowned. They are going to die in our land. And they are going to leave the north open. And the bandits and the terrorists will take over the north. That is what is happening. Nigeria Defense Academy was attacked. Can you imagine that? Nigeria Defense Academy. You know what that tells you? There is no defense in the zoo. If the Nigerian Defense Academy could be attacked successfully, the people that attacked Nigerian Defense Academy, they kidnapped some people. You know what it is to kidnap? To come to an area of a place where people are supposed to be armed. You now kidnap armed men and you took them away successfully from that place. Not that you just shot them and they died, but you were able to pull them out. I don't know what is wrong with this system. I hope people can hear me. I do not really understand how this is going. I hope people can hear me. So, and you successfully pull these men out by kidnapping them. That means that there is absolutely no defense over there. It actually means that you conquered. You conquered because you kidnapped. You went there, you conquered a place that is supposed to be armed. The Nigerian Defense Academy. Wow. The Nigerian Defense Academy was attacked by terrorists. So they call them bandits. All of them are terrorists. We know that. They are all terrorists. Forget bandits and all that. Shegumi recently is trying to change the definition of bandits by saying
and can they kill us because we're people are afraid?
know that they are all terrorists. Forget bandits and all that. Shegumi recently is trying to change the definition of bandits by saying
Ipob, United States is over. The North is over. Omuchikoki Kabiama, United States is over. Omuchikoki Kabiama, Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, United States is over. Our leader, I must follow you to the end. A good leader, lead us with you the example. Can you shoot for our land? Is over. First in our Remy, now we win. Is over. Abomination. Either Biafra or less this life is over. That's what we say.
are terrorists. What is their inspiration if they are not terrorists? Is what is inspiring them different from what inspires Boko Haram? What is their inspiration? Is it different from what inspires ISWAP? We call them bandits. Oh, okay, I understand. Bandits are those independent terrorists that are not under ISWAP or Boko Haram or any of the known terrorist organizations that we know in the north of the zoo. Now I understand. That is the true definition of bandits. Don't call the politicians bandits. They are not. Don't try to come and play on our intelligence. Don't try to come and deceive us. Bandits are the gun-running men. Politicians are thieves. That's what you should call them. Bandits are not thieves. They are not even armed robbers. They are terrorists. Politicians, we can call politicians armed robbers. No problem. They are not even armed. They are pen robbers. They are the ones that control the armed men, actually. They steal with their pen. So you can call them robbers. They are not armed, unarmed robbers. You can call them whatever name, but not bandits. Bandits are the gun-running men. They are actually the terrorists not under the already known terrorist organizations in the north. Though we are aware some of them are beginning to join other terrorist organizations like ISWAP and all of that. They are independent terrorist groups. That is the inspiration in the Fulani controlled north. That is the Fulani ideology. What we are experiencing now is the jihad. The Fulani jihad to take over the south, to take over the way. That is the Fulani ideology. What we are experiencing now is the jihad. The Fulani jihad to take over the south, to take over the way. I do not really understand what is happening to this network. Why is it fluctuating? Network needs to be stable. Okay. So, these people are not the politicians are not bandits. The bandits are terrorists. They want to compare themselves. That is why you see them. They'll be telling you, what's it called? They'll be telling you, oh, these ones are repentant. Well, that we are giving Boko Haram opportunity to repent. Have they stopped? When you called for amnesty in the coast, didn't the people stop? Has Boko Haram stopped that you're giving the repentant Boko Haram amnesty and putting them in the zoo army and saying that they can be president? Meanwhile, the war is still on. They are still fighting. Boko Haram is still fighting. You see why Biafrans are foolish? Boko Haram is still fighting. ISWAP is still fighting. The war against terrorism is still on. And the terrorists, you are giving them amnesty. Who are you giving amnesty? Who are you giving amnesty? Say they are repentant anything. Who are you giving amnesty? Individuals. Boko Haram individuals who come out, meanwhile their head is still there. Their head have not left the war. He has not stopped fighting. And his boys who say that they have repented. Who is fooling who? Because the strategy is simple. Get this Boko Haram into the army and send them to the south. That is the only way Boko Haram can come to the south. Because for Boko Haram to come to advance directly to the south, it will be almost impossible. But put them in army uniform, package them, repackage them, send them to the south. Boko Haram is already in the south. Repackaging. Package them in Nigerian army uniform, send them to the south to come and kill. That is what they do. Boko Haram, ISWAP, and all of that. Yeah, we have repented terrorists, repented bandits. Put them in the army and send them down. Put them in the army and send them down. Meanwhile, when Niger Delta Avengers decided to accept amnesty, they killed all of them. When Niger Delta Avengers decided to accept amnesty, they killed all of them. Why did you people kill them? But yet, Boko Haram, that their war is still on. Avengers actually stopped when they accepted the amnesty. They stopped fighting. Whenever you want people over here to accept amnesty, they will stop fighting. You will stop them from fighting. They will stop fighting. You will say, until you stop, this amnesty something is not going to hold. But they will stop before any other action. But when Boko Haram, when you want to put Boko Haram into the army, Boko Haram war is still going on. You will not stop. They will not stop. It's not a condition. So when you stop our people from the agitation, you now feel that you have won the war. Is that not so? And our brother, who is supposed to be reasonable, somebody that many people died for, Biafrans died for him in 2011 when he was first voted into power. What did the coppers do? Biafran coppers, mostly southern coppers, what did they do? Nothing. Because Goodluck Jonathan was voted into power, Northerners rose up and killed them. Fulani people rose up, incited the environment and killed them. Now, many after 2015, when Goodluck Jonathan lost election, many people have died. Many Christians in the south, herdsmen have killed people countless times in different places. Herdsmen terrorists. Bandits have killed Christians. They have kidnapped Christians. Even one very popular young girl that was kidnapped, till today she has not been freed. That little girl was kidnapped till today because she refused to deny Christ. She has not been freed. And our so-called Christian president, Goodluck Jonathan, that because of his Christian faith, Boko Haram terrorized Nigeria and said that unless they accept Islam, they are not going to stop. And they did not stop. And Buhari and all those foolish people that joined him from the south and the terrorists that joined him in the north took advantage of that and kicked Goodluck out of office like a whipped dog. Goodluck Jonathan, since 2015, have not made a statement or maybe talk about something, then acknowledging the Christians or going to the place where these Christians were killed. In Benue, we know how much people have died in Benue and they are still dying. Like Jonathan have not visited there. I'm an Izon man. If I do not call you out and tell you this, nobody will. It's a disgrace. Good luck. Good luck, you have disgraced us. Why? There is a rumor that you want to come back to become president. Why do you want to sell your people for a piece of bread? Why do you want these people to use you? So you want to come back to become president? Is that all that matters? Have you not been president before? Is that all that matters? The little name you have, you want to destroy it. The little honor you have, you want to destroy it. Yes, you were kicked out of power like a whipped dog. You couldn't fight. You were president of the zoo called Nigeria. You allowed people under you to run over you and run over your government, to run rampage on you, and you want to go back to power. To go and do what? Is it money? Is that all that matters? To go and do what there? What do you want to do for 4 years that you did not do for 5 years? If you are nursing that ambition, like the gossip is saying, you just have to forget about it, because you destroy your name. Fulani is not ready to relinquish power. They want to remain. What they want to use you to do is to try to stop this movement for the restoration of Biafra. Because they know that Biafrans love you. They want to take advantage of that love. But if you dare come out and announce that you want to run for president, you will lose it. Biafrans are not ready for anybody to become president. We are not looking for zoo presidency. What we are looking for here is Biafra. Nothing short of it. We don't even want you to make Mazi Tami president of the zoo. In as much as we love him, that is not what we want. We don't want presidents. Yes, Goodluck Jonathan, you tried when you were there, you tried. But that is not what we want. At least we have tasted it, leave it. If it's an Igbo man self that even become the president, it is even more reasonable. At least maybe it's a new person. If it's an Igbo man that maybe is running around and want to become president, is okay. But not you. You have tasted it. Sit down and rest. Respect yourself. Respect yourself, Goodluck Jonathan. If you dare get there, that 4 years will be hell for you. Fulani are not ready to shoot the sword. I know probably it is Britain that is plotting this mathematics. They want to put you there. Then they must have given you certain conditions to ensure when you get there, you put us in perpetual bondage forever. That Biafra will never be able to be free. I know Britain. I may not have been to England or anywhere in the British Isles, but I have studied them. I know how they operate. They are very smart. They take advantage of every tiny opportunity. They take advantage of your emotions. They take advantage of your love. They take advantage of your wisdom. They take advantage of your foolishness. If you're wise, they will use your wisdom against you if you're not wise enough. If you're foolish, they will use your foolishness against you. If if we're not foolish enough. Some people will be wondering, what do I really mean by these statements? Sometimes foolishness is good. Fulani is this powerful in the zoo, apart from the support that they get from Britain and all their other allies. They are this powerful in the zoo because they are foolish enough to be powerful. Before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu showed up, Biafrans were too wise to be united. We were not foolish enough to be united. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu taught us the wisdom in foolishness. It is the wisdom in our foolishness that brought about the largest freedom fighting movement all over the world, called Indigenous People of Biafra. Sometimes there is wisdom in foolishness. It is the wisdom in our foolishness that has taken us this far. In the Biafran culture, in the Biafran system, one man doesn't give order and everyone follows. If a man gives order, that order must be subjected to reason and debates before everyone will accept it and follow. But when we got to the zoo, that's wisdom. That thing is actually wisdom. So that one man don't make himself God over the rest. It is wisdom. That is why in natural Biafran structure, Biafran system, there are no kings. There are no kings in the natural system. Even in places where there are kings, the kings don't just wake up and give an order. The kings will preside over the meetings. When they preside over the meetings, there will be deliberations. Among the deliberations, he gives the final say. He has the last say, not the first. In places where there are kings, the king will come up and bring an ideology and bring an idea. Okay, let us discuss about this. What do you think? Then other people will bring up the ideas and everybody will discuss and debate hard debate. In the midst of the debate, the king will now pick the most reasonable, and that becomes law for the people. That is how Biafra land is being run. In places where they had kings, in places where they don't have kings, everybody will deliberate, and definitely the best ideology will run. But Britain used that wisdom against us and started using it to divide us. So when people do not agree with you, you have to go and form your own group. When people do not agree with you, you have to go and form a breakaway faction. And you begin to fight others based on disagreement. And they begin to pay people to sponsor opposing views. Views that will favor everybody. And you'll be wondering, why is this guy walking strong on this ideology? Everyone has seen it, because we are not used to that. We are not used to telling lies in Biafra. Our culture, we are not used to telling lies. We are used to being sincere. So we assume everybody is sincere like us. Except in business, of course. But in issues of national discourse, people are usually sincere because we value life. We don't joke with life. We value life. So, issues of national discourse or something that has to do with the destiny of the people are usually sincere. But when we came to the zoo, people will be tipped from outside. So while you're debating with your free mind, this person is debating, he's bringing points to win the debate for his master outside that paid him. We were not used to it. That was how they broke us. Holocaust. This breaking started even before 1960, where the zoo got her local rule. The breaking of Biafrans started. They started breaking us from within, breaking us from within. It was today it is Harold Papriye with Nnamdi Azikiwe. Tomorrow it is Nnamdi Azikiwe with this other one. Tomorrow it is Ojukwu and Kensaro Wiwa or this other person. Different ideologies break you. Different interests. And instead of everybody to come together and discuss in unison, in unity, what is the way forward, and let the prevailing ideology prevail. No. Everybody wants to have their own. It became our weakness. Our wisdom became our weakness. So, Mazi Tami Kanu taught us that wisdom is not necessary in this time. Yes, we still use it, but we subdue it to an extent and follow him, because he proved to us beyond every reasonable doubt that he's all out for this thing, even though at the cost of his life or at the cost of everything he holds dear. So he taught us a new strategy, which of course we may not need after we have gotten our freedom. That strategy is for freedom fighting. This strategy is for freedom fighting. It's not particularly to run Biafra. We're not going to run Biafra the way Ipob is being run. This is war. That is the reason Ipob have to be run like a military organization, even though it is not. The military structure in Ipob is ESN. Or in this, not really Ipob, because Ipob is different from ESN. I need people to understand that. Ipob is not the same thing as ESN. Ipob is different. Even though Ipob contributes to ESN, but Ipob is different from ESN. Ipob is not ESN. ESN is the military wing of the Biafran movement. I can't even say that ESN is the military wing of Ipob. I may not actually be right. ESN is the military wing of the Biafran movement. Ipob is leading the Biafran movement. Yes, ESN is the military wing of the Biafran movement. And our leader is the leader of ESN. He's the leader of Ipob and ESN. But Ipob is different from ESN. Ipob are normal people that most members of Ipob, they don't even know how a gun looks like, except the one they see with police and the one they've seen on TV. They've never touched it before. Most Ipob members have never touched the gun before. So Ipob is different. So our leader taught us in Ipob way before ESN was created. Our leader taught us how to make good use of foolishness. Because to an average Biafran, following somebody without asking all the questions, just believing him, is foolishness. Biafrans don't do that. Just following him, as he say, anything he say, boom, you follow. To Biafrans, it is foolishness. So we have learned over time to make use of our foolishness where it is necessary, and make use of our wisdom where it is necessary. So that is how we have been able to defeat the structures and the system of the zoo that was put up by our colonial masters per se, or the colonialists that want to remain masters. Britain. Because without that, we wouldn't have been able to get through. And we must guide our foolishness. We must guide our foolishness as much as our wisdom. We can't leave any one of them behind. So Goodluck Jonathan wants to offer himself to be used. I ask again, what are you looking for, Goodluck Jonathan? In a banal way, Goodluck Jonathan, take a Madima. What are you looking for? What are you looking for, Goodluck? You have been president. I just hope the rumors are not true. I hope the rumors are not true. Look at what these people are doing. Look at what Buhari administration is doing. Channels TV journalists have been arrested for interviewing. Channels TV presenters were arrested for interviewing governor from a sitting governor. That the interview was anti-president interview. Where does that happen? Only in the zoo. When our leader was busy shouting and crying, "Channels TV, you are evil! Stop propagating evil news!" They thought it was a joke. Now they have created the beast. Sorry. They have they have fed the beast with milk until the beast has become a giant monster. Now, this monster is now coming after them and pouring the fire over them. And if they're not careful, the monster will swallow them. But when they were feeding the monster with milk, somebody was advising them, "Stop this thing that you're doing. Stop this thing. It is dangerous." Would they have listened? Sorry, did they listen? No, they didn't. Today, it is eating up. It is taking a toll on them. The only way to maintain your grounds, Channels TV, and the others that are yet to be touched, ensure that you don't give up. Don't give in. Now that the monster is after you, don't give in. Don't come out. Keep on fighting. Keep on doing the news. They cannot shut down all the news outlets. They can't shut down all the stations. They can't do it. Don't forget, we have made this movement, this fight, an international affair. Nothing in the zoo is in the dark anymore. The world may not talk about it, but they are watching. Must take advantage of it. You journalists, you must be wise to take advantage of it. If you keep quiet now that they are after you, they will destroy you. And when they destroy you, you will no longer be able, even the tiny truth, you're not even saying all the truth. Oh. The tiny truth that you're saying, they are coming after you. If you give up now, they will destroy you and anyone that tries to say any tiny truth. You must stand your ground, you must be resolute. And if you're resolute, if you stand your ground, I assure you, you are going to win. They will give up because they cannot shut down all the channels, all the news stations, TV stations, radio stations. They can't shut you all down. But when you give up, others, when you cower, others will cower because they wouldn't want what happened to you to happen to them. But you must stand your ground. You must continue to agitate in your platforms and tell the world that the government arrested your presenters for no good reason, and take the government to court. Let the government prove how that is an anti-government interview. Let them prove it from the law how they have the right to arrest presenters that are only asking questions. How can somebody ask questions and be arrested, and the person that answered the question is still free? Why is that done? Why didn't they go to arrest the person that answered the question? If they ask you a question and you don't like the question, you say you cannot answer it. If you answer it, and the person that you asked that the question fired should come after you, not the person that asked the question. So why are you going after the people that asked the question? Because you want to shut down every news outlet, so they will no longer be able to report. Of course, they have not been reporting. All the people that the zoo have been killing, they have not been reporting. If not for the fact that we have Radio Biafra, nobody would have known the grievous things that were done at Obigo. Nobody would have known the grievous things that are being done at Olu and all over Biafra land. How these people are systematically taking out our people. Nobody would have known. Nobody would have known if we did not have Radio Biafra. But unfortunately for them, we have Radio Biafra. Because we were reporting all these things on Twitter, one little thing that Twitter did to them, they took advantage and shut down Twitter. Because we were reporting everything that was happening to the world through Twitter. It shut down Twitter. On Facebook now, they are everywhere. They now own Facebook Nigeria. Zuckerberg has sold Facebook Nigeria to the zoo government. I can no longer come on Facebook. Facebook is following me everywhere. Closing all my accounts. I open an account, they will close it. I open a new one, they will close it. The one I just opened recently, so that I can continue to talk. They have attacked that one again. They have shut it down. Facebook. There's nothing you can do to shut down the voice of the people. The will of the people cannot be shut down. And all of you that think that because our leader is inside, that you can run rampage on the Biafran people, you are mistaken. You're even strengthening our people even more. You cannot run down on the Biafran people. What our leader has started in Biafra is a fire that can never be put out. Let me give you an instance how this fire works. The way this fire works is, the more is like a fire, water has oxygen in it, and fire also uses oxygen. There is a kind of fire that you pour water on, it will go off. There is a kind of fire for those that have studied in that line. There is a kind of fire that you will pour water on, the fire will increase. Instead of the fire to stop, it will increase. Such fire, you need other substances to put it out, not water. The more you pour water, oh, the worse you're doing. You're increasing the fire. In fact, you're able to keep it is like fuel. I think you're giving fuel to that fire when you pour water to some fires. Like, for instance, a fire that was started up by electricity. Anything water will increase it because water is a conductor of electricity. Once you pour water, boom, happening. Protests everywhere. IPOB members and non-IPOB members alike. Millions of people took to the streets. Prior to that time, we didn't have such number. Then he came out and everything happened. Boom, 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 boom. They came to kill him. He went on the ground. Many questions. What is happening? Hey, what is happening? Have they killed him? Is he dead? Oh. Some people were of the opinion he's already dead. Some people were of the opinion he's not dead, he's still alive. Hey, but we're not sure what happened. Or have they just killed him silently? Hey, they must produce our leader. That was what many of us started campaigning for. Produce our leader, dead or alive. Suddenly, boom, he appeared in Israel. And the struggle took on a new level. With new vigor and new force. So, until they continue to kill our people, whenever we protest, they kill. Whenever we protest, they kill. Until our leader got tired and boom, ESN. All over Biafra land, ESN. They never saw it coming. Whenever you, as you keep on pushing Biafrans, you keep on advancing this movement towards our restoration. You keep on making us tougher to a level you will not be able to contend with. Biafra is a virus in the zoo. You know, when a virus gets into a system, the more you keep trying to work on the virus, the more the virus is expanding. See, the way this Biafra movement, the way the virus called this Biafra movement is operating in the zoo. Let me tell you the character of the virus. The character of the virus is this. Once you fight it, it gets stronger with fight. It gets stronger with fight. As you're fighting it, boom, 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 it is expanding, boom, boom, boom. It is expanding. the more you fight it, the more you hit it, the more you hit it, the more it's expanding. At the point where you feel, oh, I have gotten the neck, boom, before you know it, as you just cut off that head, you have seen like 10 heads come out from 10 different places, ready to attack you all at once. That is the Biafra movement. It can never be stopped until the zoo is stopped. This Biafra movement will only stop when the zoo dies. That is the work of a virus. There is no cure. For this virus, there is no cure. The only cure, there is only one cure. The only cure is referendum. We are the ones that started the virus, and we have told you the cure. Just like this COVID-19 virus, the people that started it already knew the cure. I will not go into that. They already knew the cure from the beginning. All those that create virus, they are still the ones that create the antivirus. The antivirus to the Biafra movement is referendum, the freedom of Biafra. Nothing else. Nothing else can stop it. You will only transform the movement from one shape to another, from one shape to another, from one shape to another, until Biafra is restored. The more you keep fighting it, the more we get stronger. The more you keep fighting it, the more we get stronger. The more we keep fighting it, the more we get stronger. It is impossible for this movement to be stopped. That is the level where we are. It is practically impossible. It is impossible except to use the antivirus. That is why our leader told you that when Biafra is restored, Ipob will be dissolved. The restoration of Biafra is the antivirus to Ipob, who is the leader of the Biafra movement as we have it today. Okay, now I will be opening the lines. If you are listening to us for the first time, you can only get us. Oh, somebody told me, somebody said that the system is repeating itself. I hope it is no longer repeating itself. Okay, it looks clear from this side. So the line is open now. The line is open. If you have the number, you can call right away. But if you do not have the number, I will give you the number right away. The number to call if you want to call to this program, and mind you, please, we have to be focused when you call. Please focus on what we're talking about, on the topic for the day, and please be mindful of the time. I do not have enough time. Apart from what I do on air, I have other activities I need to handle. Okay, so I do not have all the time, and we don't have all the time on air to host you, because other people will also want to contribute their own quota. So the line to call is +45 7164 5962. I take it again, +45 7164 5962. I take it once again, +45 7164 5962. That is the number to call, and you can only call us on Signal. The number to call is a Signal number. Once you call us on Signal, we are right here to receive your call, and you will have the opportunity to talk to Biafrans. You have the opportunity to talk to Biafrans. So, Ipob is a virus. Ipob is a virus. I would say is the only good virus in the world. It's a virus and the antivirus. We have been telling the whole world the antivirus since. We're not like those that hide the antivirus to make business out of it. We created this virus. Our leader, Mazi Tami Kanu, created this virus. Only Ipob can do that. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice. What's your name and where you calling from?
Thank you very much, my brother, my regular family, Mazi Tami Remy. My name is Desmond and I'm calling you from Italy. Mazi, I don't know if I'm coming out well.
Yes, you are. You are very clear.
Thank you. Mazi, I want to appreciate our leader, Martin and Excelency. And I pray that God will continue respecting him and be with him till he's out victoriously and rejoice in the land of Biafra.
You see?
And let me just say that I want to give two special announcements for my page.
Okay, please do that very fast so that the others can contribute, can call.
Sure, thank you very much. It's for Biafrans in Italy and our supporters in Italy to please join us and support PSN. And to do that, please, these numbers are from the IPOB National Coordinator, signed by IPOB National Body in Italy, signed by the IPOB National Coordinator. The numbers are +39 35100 46055. I repeat, +39 35100 46055. This is IPOB National Coordinator's number in Italy. The second number is +39 3512 551274. This is the IPOB National PRO number in Italy. Please, for Biafrans in Italy, those of us that are in Modena, Biafrans in Modena, please. Is the IPOB National PRO number in Italy. Please, for Biafrans in Italy, those of us that are in Modena, Biafrans in Modena, please. Number in Italy. Please, for Biafrans in Italy, those of us that are in Modena, Biafrans in Modena, please. PRO number in Italy. Please, for Biafrans in Italy, those of us that are in Modena, Biafrans in Modena, please. Number in Italy. Please, for Biafrans in Italy, those of us that are in Modena, Biafrans in Modena, please. is the IPUB national PRO number in Italy. Please, for Biafrans in Italy, those of us that are in Modena, Biafrans in Modena, please,
can see some missed calls, and you can go ahead and call before we round up for today. Okay, so it's telling me that someone said that the radio seemed to be repeating itself. I think I am battling with some network challenges here. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from?
Thank you so much. My name is Samuel Okonkwo from Nnamdi. I hope you can hear me.
Very, very clearly.
Okay. So, yeah, my brother, according to your submission this afternoon, I want to tell you that our people must understand that our brother Jonathan Goodluck is the problem of what happened today. A good vision, a person, a leader with vision would have seen that Buhari is a disaster. And he saw
exactly.
He
saw it. Thank you. Go ahead.
He had to prove his point to Biafrans, to everybody, that he presented himself as a prophet. When I left or when I leave office, you will know what you enjoy. He already saw it. Even Buhari was killing people, issuing threats that should send him to jail. He couldn't do that because he was a coward. All he was in there. You asked what is in it for him. What is in it for him is looting and money laundering. That's what he came there.
Simple.
Don't come to fix it.
Very, very simple.
Nigeria. And none of them will ever do. And
he cannot.
He had a lot of why he had a lot of external enemies is because they didn't trust him as a Biafra. All the world power, including British, Macron and Obama, they didn't trust him. They cannot give him that power, except if there is a behind deal that he has signed. All these things Trubu is moving about. You think he's sick? He's not sick. He wants to go and reassure them that he will represent a new colonialist very well in the zoo.
Exactly.
That's what he's doing.
Exactly. Very, very simple.
What our people should know now is that you see in the north, they are calling them bandits. Why soldiers and military cannot attack those all of them in the north is because if they attack those of them in the north, the northerners will rise against the politicians. So they are using the bandits in the north, in the south. What they use is the military. They only have to start the era and saga of unknown government, so that to get to know if our people will condemn unknown government, because ESN has defeated them in the bush, so they had to wear fabricated military uniforms to come and be killing us. So we should know that those killing us are the bandits in the military uniform, fabricated military uniform. It doesn't matter the name they bear on their uniforms. If it is Igbo name, all they have to do is just to print a name Igbo, because we have told our people to leave the military. And they know there is no genuine Igbo man in the military now. All of them there are saboteurs. And every place, any state where you have a lot of saboteurs like Ebonyi State and Imo State, let us make that place our battleground and see if saboteurs are going to win Biafra in Biafra land. This is my submission. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's a very wise statement, a very wise contribution. Thank you very much. I believe our men on ground and those that have the authority are taking note, because these are very sensitive times. We are in a very sensitive time. and we cannot afford to joke with the time that we have. We cannot afford to play pranks with it. And by the special grace of Elohim, all these things must happen and Biafra shall be restored. Because even before I came into this movement, Elohim opened my eyes to see all these things, that these things will happen. And these things have all happened. And very, very soon we'll be home. Oh. It seems some people, when they call, they get tired and stop calling when other people picks the call and continue. Because I was even trying to call back, but it seems some of us are not picking. Okay. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from? Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother. Your name and where you're calling from?
Thank you. Good morning, my leader.
Oh, we seem to be.
My name is Pastor Jack. Calling from my leader. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead. Just keep talking. Though the network is breaking a little, but just keep talking.
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, please, you may have to call back. You may have to call back, please, because the line is breaking. Or you stay online. I will call you. I'll call you before I round up. Seems like where he is, he's facing some network challenges. Seem to be facing some network challenges. Okay, the lines are still open. The lines are open. If you're calling now, you can still call. Let me call in somebody that was trying to reach us. Hello. Good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from?
Good morning from here. I'm an able African rep, Mazi Tami Remy. Am I coming out loud and clear?
Yes, you are.
Thank you very much, sir. My name is Mazi. I am calling Ivory Coast. My able leader, I thank you very much for this very topic that you are teaching. I am very fast in contribution. People can air their tea. Yes, the problem that is very true. Everything has been. We are the virus nation. We are the virus nation because we are virus to the people Nigeria. Talking about hello.
Go ahead, I can hear you. Go ahead. The world is listening. The world is listening. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Talking about good Jonathan, everyone knows is in the first place that he doesn't. He wasn't even supposed to be the president because all the benefits to have voted for him, everything was useless because he's a fearful man. I lost my money debating the good Jonathan built bridges in Bayelsa. So my honest when it was typed in Google, we didn't even find any bridges. It was wood crossing some rivers in Bayelsa. I said this is wrong. So we don't have to be thinking about him because he's compromised for long. But he starts to show himself. That is all we need to know. Yes, I can you hear me? Okay. Now, my advice to our fellow family members in the people BOX, they must have to remain strong. They must have to remain strong in what they are doing. Because the enemies, like our Mazi used to say, they can always say that the voters are congregating, but for the fact that for their congregation is not for Biafra, so they shall fail. So they must remain strong in what they were doing. They must protect the people of IPOB. They must ensure that they shall not entertain fear. Mazi must remain very, very strong in his decisions over the struggle. It doesn't matter what the enemies are doing. It doesn't matter what the Facebook ranters are doing. IPOB family members, the very sensitive one indeed, we know where we are and we know where we are heading to. They should not entertain any kind of fear. Our leader will be out with a strong hand. It doesn't matter the congregation of the enemies. We know that all the fallen enemies have congregated together. All of them have come together, even with the Philopus and I will not call their names. They have come together in a full force, in media war, to fight IPOB. But we must remain very, very resolute. We must remain very, very strong. Our continuous consistency knowledge we take our ability. I am pleading the members of US. I am pleading the members of US should know they are the arrowhead of this struggle because our leader is not there. They should do everything humanly possible to make this foundation structure. Everything man can have linked. Nobody can penetrate because our leader said it will take you 60 years to penetrate this foundation that IPOB has laid. And it will take you another 160 years to shake the foundation. So it's impossible. They cannot shake it. Our people has been here, the US has been here for long. So this time the enemy want to use this opportunity to destabilize everything we are doing. We must remain very, very formidable. We must remain very, very strong. We must remain resolute. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the strength that they are putting. It doesn't matter the effort they are making. What matters is our intellectual consistency. Thank you very much, my African way. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity.
Thank you very much, my brother. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. That's a very nice one and very resonating. So if you are calling, the lines are open. You can still call, and when somebody is on air and you're calling, you just keep calling. Okay, it is better that immediately after that person calls, your call comes in, and we just keep flowing. So when you stop and you wait to listen, it's important that you just keep calling so that you can get through. Hello, is your network better now?
Yes. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning, Biafrans, lovers of freedom all around the world. My name is Pastor Jack and I'm calling from my location. Briefly, I want to go straight to the point as I've just analyzed this morning. Look, Jonathan, our brother, is the major catastrophe, the major problem that have set this zoo ablaze as it is now, and I will tell our people why. Remember when Goodluck was in power, before he was ousted out, Goodluck knows what was about to happen if he lose election. And Goodluck knows they are going to rig the election. Goodluck leave. He left after he Jega that rigged the election that brought Buhari into power. Goodluck was cautioned and warned that Jega's office has expired. He was supposed to have been relieved of his duty. Goodluck refused. Even people went on media and published that Jega had been removed. Goodluck came out and refuted that publication that he was forced. They compare him to give Jega.
They gave him several other conditions. Even they are using Boko Haram to destroy his government. Remember, they also moved against Ihejiga, the former army chief then, that was pushing the Boko Haram back to where they belong. The Prosper Abdullah knows all these things. Abdullah knew that this thing is coming to happen. He did not do anything when before they started doing that their national conference. It was few of his tenure that he was not sure he was going to win the next election. Of course, he should know. Everything was manipulated. Not that he didn't know. He knew. To the point Obama invited him. And he knew Obama and other war powers that had interest in the zoo are doing. And good Lord gave these people all the opportunity. And Jega did wonder. And they rigged him out. Rigged him out. And he said, I accepted defeat. Already, you know, he had been defeated. And he could not do anything right from the onset. That was why what is happening is happening. And nobody is to be surprised. Like he said, the attack on NDA, 2 generals from Biafra land that they killed. They know what they are doing. It is their terrorists, a committed terrorists. Come to NDA and kill generals. But they were sending the other version of the terrorists to our land. Like yesterday, they came and attacked Olu. They attacked Abba. Every time they are killing the innocent people. One of our brothers that came back from Ghana, as our land was killed yesterday. And one of our brother also from Kanu, as I was told by my sister, who is in the police. We have been advising them, leave zoo police and army, they refuse. They took him to that place to go and fight the people he never knew, the people he was not seen. The Fulani people sent him on combined team. He went there, he lost his life as a police officer. They will kill you, we will not sympathize with you. Because when you take into our land to kill our people, and you go there, anything you see, you take. Because if you come to kill our people and you will die, we will not cry for you. We will be happy because he did not hear or learn anything. That is the warfare they want. We will give them that warfare. We are not going to give up because we give up, we are gone. They are taking us, the terrorists are going to take over Ashura as it happened in Taliban. Everybody must come out to fight it back at the same time. This time we have now before it is too late. Thank you very much, my leader. That is just my submission this morning. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Pastor Jack. Thank you very much. Okay, the lines are open. And let me see if this person is still available. Let me see if we can get him here before we round up. So this movement, as I said, it cannot die. And just like some of our people have said, Lord Jonathan knew everything that would happen. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra, Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I noticed you were trying to get on air, but since other people's calls were stopping you.
Yeah, that's one of those things. That shows that we are active and we are alive.
Very good.
Yeah. So, my name is Mazi Tami Remy, JP, from Umeshi in Olo province, calling for the land of UK. I thank you for your presentation today. And the whole scenario is that if I tell you that I'm happy or what is happening, it is not. I'm not telling myself the truth. And when we start to talk about Mazi Jonathan, Mazi good Lord Jonathan knows the plight of his people, who knows the situation at hand.
a learned luminary, a learned man, and he was there. The infidels, the marauders, the wanderers, the cattle bearers are controlling him. He was just laughing like a sheep that was cut off its head. Every time, Jonathan, he just sold us to the land of the dead. Good Jonathan destroyed the region, like what Pastor Jack said. All the logistics he's supposed to put in place, he didn't do it. He didn't fight like a warrior. He didn't fight like a warrior, which he's supposed to be. How can he just be removed from the office just like a small boy? An incumbent president. An incumbent president that's supposed to seize every harmony, seize everything, because he is the commander. He is the commander. Even he was the one that was fully elected. But he needs all this. If I were Goodluck Jonathan now, I will not come out from my shame. I will not come out from Otoke. I will never participate in anything. I found out yesterday he was given an honor in Uganda. Why? He doesn't have shame at all. He saw these people, and he doesn't know how to redeem it. Then what we are looking for, since we are talking about, he single-handedly took the power back to his enemies. And what is happening now? If not Biafra, Mazi Tami Remy that said they could have reprisoned him. They have been did this one, is the corrupt, he did this one. It was Ipob that saved him. So what did we receive in return? We didn't receive anything from him. Rather, he still keep to, he's just doing as if nothing is happening. He's not supporting the struggle to emancipate his people. When will our people know something? Let me leave that one and come to the DOS place. We just wanted to talk when Mazi Tami was this morning. Let the DOS be on their feet. If Mazi Chicken doesn't supposed to go and leave from Mazi Tami Remy, somebody cannot be what is cajoled for. He has to stand and give command to these people, to these our boys, the Eastern Security Network. What the boys need is the authority. What they need is command. If somebody is not commanding them, they will not do anything. Why not to proclaim, just like how we proclaim sit at home, and proclaim that nothing like a roadblock in Eastern Nigeria. Nothing like a roadblock in the Biafra land, not Eastern Nigeria. Nothing like a roadblock in Biafra land. That these people were going to make them hold down. He has men that is going to support him. He has men that is going to assist him in doing it. What are they waiting for? Do they want all of us to die in exile with our family and our people in the home being excommunicated? What is happening? It's very intimidating. They were giving this mantle. We are praying for them every day. Let them rise up. Let them stand on their feet and do the needful. We are waiting for the ANC to do extra man, to go extra man, and try to make sure that the mantle, this life that was given unto them, will never quench, so that when Mazi will come out to the glory of His Majesty, the Almighty Chukwuka, he will be happy that yes, I have men on the ground. The men are left with the mantle, are doing the rightful, are doing the needful. You cannot be saying that the roadblocks are coming back. They are killing us with this and that. Why we have the machinery? Why we have the people who are ready to do? Only the command to so that our people say, if your father sends you to go and thief, you will be very, very strong to use your leg to break the door, because you know that somebody is backing you. These people, these are our boys, this is security network, these are assistants. They need command. They need somebody who will stand like Nnamdi Kanu, so that they will take order from him. Thank you, Mazi. This is what I want to say to the Biafrans. We continue to move forward. My slogan is forward ever, backward never. We will never surrender to any damn human being that came from the pit of hell. Even if the world is conspiring against us, the Lord which is served, the Jehovah Shabbat, is going to give us victory. and the victory is sure. And our brother, our Mazi have said, they have said, if Biafra did not come, that means there is no God. But I strongly believe there is an Almighty God who are called to come and do this battle. Who have said this is the time for my people to be liberated, and the liberation, and that emancipation, and that freedom is what we are looking for. Well, we are almost at the 95%. Why will we relent? We cannot relent because the leader has been captured. No, let another person take over and continue to do what that which he is doing to the glory of His Majesty. This I said, let us do something. And continue to do the work you are doing. I've been telling you now, it didn't come 3 days ago. I was, but you told us that you have other functions. We continue to assist, we continue to talk, and the people will continue to hear what we are saying. And Biafra shall be restored in our lifetime. And we shall give glory, and we shall give a burnt offering to the Almighty Jehovah Chukwu. All the Biafra.
You see. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I can see 1 or 2. Okay. Hello, good morning and welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you're calling from?
It's Mazi.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes. Can
Yeah,
you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you.
Yeah, go ahead. What is listening?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay, my name is Mazi Uchechukwu. I'm calling from a location. My take on this issue is my name on this issue is that my take on this issue is that the fight we are fighting is not only against this Fulani terrorist government. We are fighting the British and American intelligence, because they are the one that brought the terrorist Buhari to the government. So we are really fighting a war against the whole world intelligence. So we should not give up. We should be resolute, because when we defeat those intelligence, Fulani has no power against us. So that is my take. And all hail Biafra. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless you. I think I will take maybe 1 or 2 more calls and we are going to call it a day. Today, the lines are open, and if the calls are not coming in, we can as well round up this program. Okay.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Welcome to Radio Biafra Voice of the Coast. Your name and where you calling from?
Good morning. My name is Kinsley Ozibo, calling from Morocco. My African job well done. You know, my calling is about the good luck with Jonathan Ebere. You see, my brother, the only Southern and Eastern region that's strong enough is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Jonathan and even the people that clamor for Igbo president, when you see these people strong is when they are fighting for their own pocket. Honestly speaking, you see them strong fight, but to fight for the public, people and generation unborn, you can never see them there. That's it does not stand them. Jonathan, instead of him to arrest Muhammad Buhari, when we go around and point him as their spokesman, Immediately we take him off. But he is after the Babangida. General Bokos died in Kuje prison. General Bokos is an militant during the October 2010 bombing in Manila, Abuja. AB and the Charles Oka, they were being pressurizing for them to implicate Babangida so that Jonathan will go after them. This boss say no. Listen carefully. He said no. He was poisoned inside prison, General Bokos, to die because of what? You know, that guy also, he's there crying, poison. And when these people shouted to the human rights who visited the prison, you know what they do? They not go back and asking the doctor that killed the guy. They say no, the body has been already bound. There is nothing like autopsy will be clear and point them again. So the way these people are treated, even my mother today, if you appointed him as Nigerian president, it will be even you can deny me food, you can kill me. My dear brother, nobody, both the people that ran Jonathan in his government, they are criminals. Could you believe that an INEC chairman, Professor Taiwo Jaga, visited the suspected sponsor Boko Haram in Kuje prison 7:30 in the evening, out of visit time, alone without escort. You see, my brother, there's nothing we can do rather than we cannot push the DOS to go further. They know what they are doing. We are fighting a demon that is past us, my dear brother. So what we are going to do, we follow seriously doing our agitation. What we are doing, it will help a lot. To do what? To touch those people's mind. There are people that come out today. Now we will stand as help Mazi Tami Remy. You see, bandit they call. That is what they call it. It's Boko Haram. The time Taliban started, my dear brother, listen, there was also Mujahideen fighting against Russia. Today there are. It's the same thing that happened in Afghanistan is happening in Nigeria. Now this Boko Haram and Islamic Islam, they now call them bandits. A bandit that can go to the military academy. A bandit that can shoot a helicopter. My dear, for me, any policeman in Biafra land, killing is a big terrorist in uniform. So, my dear brother, we must follow our DOS gently, moving, because what they are facing is too big. It's not easy. And we have already conquered. But we pray to those in mind to do what? To stand with us and chase these moral people out in our land. They are coming, taking point. Those unknown government are going after them. People coming after them, besides, yes, it's after the Fulani in the bush, they are doing. Take a break. So, abide and obey the command of our structure is the only structure that we are going. But anyone that can do otherwise, he can do. And we will support him, not to condemn him. That is it. You know, that is the agitation, my dear brother.
To the program. Thank you. This brings us to the close of the program for today, and by the special grace of Elohim, Biafra will be restored very, very soon, as the monsters are being chased away from our land and being destroyed forever.